Into this bowl, I have 2 cups flour, tablespoon of sugar, tablespoon of baking powder, teaspoon or so of salt, and I am currently using my pastry blender to cut in 1 stick of butter, cold. I don't remember if I mentioned, but I also added like a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon because I like it. I don't have milk, but I do have half and half. So I'm going to use a cup of half and half and stir that into the mixture. Pour it onto a floured cutting board, and I'm going to flatten it out and then into a rectangle, then fold it over like 4 or 5 times, as many times as I can. The more times you fold over, the more flaky and layers you get. And the whole idea is, that's why I use cold milk and cold butter, is you don't want to warm up the butter, so it's the least amount of time that you have to handle, just like pie crust. The less time that you handle it, the flakier it's going to be, because you're not heating up that butter, you're not warming it up. Okay, press into a rectangle 3 times so far, and then what I do is I fold over the rectangle, turn it, and fold it over again. I do this like 2 more times, and then I'm going to press it into a rectangle again and cut out some biscuit shapes. I rolled it out 1 more time. Not sure how thick that is, probably maybe half an inch, maybe less. Don't have a cookie biscuit cutter, but I have a jelly jar that I floured the edge. And I cut as many of these out as I can. And I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and the oven preheating to 425. This is why I don't roll out dough very often, anything that it requires that, because this is all the counter space I have to work with. And it's a pain in the butt. Flour is everywhere, even though I try not to. So I got as many biscuit shapes in one. I just used leftover dough and put it into a shape. I'm going to put it in the oven until the biscuits are done. The biscuits are baking. Looks like they almost be done. Going to give them a couple more minutes. And getting my butter ready to coat them with butter on the top. Pull them out of the oven. And this is why you fold them over and over, because you like to get those layers that you can see in them. So we'll get some butter on these. There we go. These are the ones that look the prettiest, are the ones that I didn't have to roll the dough out a second time. The first cut always is better. And the second cuts, they will taste as good. They're not pretty, and they don't have as many of the layers because they got rolled out again. But these are good to go. Homemade biscuits.